Welcome back to In the Garden. I am joined with Jordan from Grange Co-op, and today we're talking about bare roots and growing berries. And today, or not today, but right now really is the perfect time to plant these roots to have berries ready for the spring and summer. So Jordan, what do we need to know when planting these guys right here?
Sure, I know this collection isn't impressive, and maybe some new gardeners aren't familiar with the idea of a bare root season, but there's a lot of trees, shrubs, flowers, roses that are available this time of year. They ship without any soil, any extra packaging, but they cost a fraction of what you would pay for a nice potted up one in summer. And that bare root season is very limited though, because the roots obviously have nothing growing around them. They need to be protected. But I tell folks, come out to your local garden center like the Grange. First nice weekend in January, February, there's a huge option. And what today I wanted to talk about was the caneberries. A lot of people are probably familiar with at least some of them. Oregon's one of the top exporters of blackberries, raspberries, but you also have tayberries, marionberries, loganberries, boysenberries, this whole family of berries that thrive in this region.
Right, yeah, so you guys have a lot of options if you kind of go this route. And now, of course, if you plant them in the wintertime, they'll naturally get watered by the rain and everything, but other than that, what about fertilizer? I know we have some over here to take care of these.
Sure. Later in the season, we'll definitely talk more about how you should be treating and taking care of a mature crop of this. But if folks are opting for the bare root option this time of year, the biggest thing they should be concerned about is the soil going to be ready when they work them? So for your caneberries, a lot of organic matter. Have your irrigation down. These aren't water-wise plants, and they need to have adequate water while the fruit is developing. If someone feels compelled to fertilize, a low and slow fertilizer, something organic, something slow release. Beyond that, they're not really picky about things, but you do want to keep the roots protected. So if you're not ready to work these into the ground immediately after planting, put them up in a spare pot, some cracked terracotta, a nursery pot with some potting soil, aged compost, something to at least keep them protected until you're ready to plant them in later in the spring.
Okay, awesome. And I know the one thing you did mention was, the blackberries that we have here. They are nowhere near comparable to the blackberries you may see down by Bear Creek or kind of by any water source. Those are very invasive plants, and these are not.
Yes, the Himalayan blackberry is what we're all familiar with, and definitely the bane of many landscapers. None of these are going to grow anywhere that vigorous, and the berries are going to be that much better too. This is a great companion to have in your backyard, to train against a fence, over an arbor, even have a backyard bramble if you have the room for it, and they're going to produce for years to come.
Awesome, great. Well, if you guys want to learn more about how to really take care of these bare roots and how to grow your own berries for the summertime, of course, you can go to a Grange Co-op store, or you can head to our website, KDRV.com, for more information. Thank you so much for joining us in the garden.